from Idaho. I strive to provide interesting videos about motorcycles, fabrication, welding, electronics, machining, and general creativity. I hope you enjoy. Hello from Idaho. Today we're going to talk about finger press brakes. Pretty much everybody and his dog has got a hydraulic press from dozens of low-cost manufacturers. I bought this one off of Craigslist 20 odd years ago. It was a kit that somebody tried to put together. They got tired of it. Some of the hardware was lost. At any rate, I got it fixed up, put it on casters, put a air over hydraulic jack on it, and it's been serving me well. But I'm about to embark on making a armored differential cover for the front of the Jeep, and this is a factory one. It's about 1/8 inch thick. It needs to be about 3/8 of an inch thick to keep from caving in on the ring gear when a rock is accidentally hit. This diff cover and the tie rod on Jeeps take all of the initial brunt of rocks that weren't seen. And so I've got a ring. I'm not going to go into it too much because I'm making a video on this, but basically I need to armor this by taking a piece of flat bar and bending it to this shape and welding it down, and then continuing to do that so that the whole differential is covered, and so it will become really strong. At any rate, that's why I'm working on my finger brake press right now. I've actually had it for a while and I've used it some, and but I need it to be better. This is a Swag Off-Road 20-ton finger press brake. The parts in red come with the kit, and the parts in white I've made. But at any rate, when you go to press a piece of metal and get a bend in it, it has to be at least this long, or you can't bend it in this big V die here. Now, there is a solution to that, which is to stack up a bunch of angle iron in this. So this is like 2.5 inch, go to 2, go to 1.5, go to 1, whatever, and you can reduce the size of this opening of the V, because this is just a piece of angle iron, and so you can reduce the size of the piece you need to bend, and that's all well and good, but you still get a fairly lazy bend out of it. And so I've taken to building my own dies, bottom dies. So by building dies that are adjustable in width, I can get a very sharp V. I can also overbend. I can go past 90, which is nice for some things. And these are 2x2 aluminum, and they have a very crisp edge on them. It's got a nice sharp edge on it. So this will be used for bending boxes and whatnot out of aluminum. But if you want to build or bend thick stuff, I'm just not sure that the press wouldn't deform these, because you're putting, like I say, up to 20 tons on it. And so I built another set of bottom dies out of 2x2 by quarter, and they're also adjustable in width. And so this piece here will be removed, and we can lay down a bar. This is 1/2 inch thick. This is 3/4 of an inch thick. And so if we lay this down here, I've got 7 holes across here that I can put cap screws in. I'm not going to do that right now, but just to show you. And so then I can put my dies in here like this. And the reason there's 3 pieces is, let's say I want to have, I want to bend something that's already bent, that's got it's flat like this and bent down, and then I want to bend it up. So by making these dies not one piece, I can do things like that. And if the occasion ever rises that I need a short one of these, I'll just make another. I got 2x2 on hand almost all the time. And so now I've got a complete full length die, full 19 inches. And that allows me to bend things, like if I were to bend this, I can now bend a piece that's only this long, 1.5 inches or 1 3/4 of an inch long. And today, if I want to do that, I have to make the bend in the middle, and then I have to cut off both ends, which is a lot of extra work and some waste. And so with these dies for aluminum and these dies for steel, I think I've added capability to my finger press brake. And then of course these pieces are the fingers. I've got a 1 inch, a 2 inch, a 3 inch, and a 4 inch. And then I think this one is 8. Yeah, it's 8. And so by combining these, like if I need a 9, I just put an 8 and a 9 and a 1. Or if I need a 5, I can do a 4 and a 1, or a 3 and a 2. And that lets me bend things that have pieces going up this way. And so I didn't film all the construction here. It happened over the course of a few months. But basically you get the idea that with options for the bottom die, why the press becomes a lot more useful. In the original form, take these off, take this off, these guide rods and springs on the side are actually built into this piece. And so I built a new bottom, which is in white, and I can still use this because it still fits in there, but I've now got more flexibility. And so I think I've added capability. I know I've added capability that I need for this, and I've added future capability. And by building more dies, I can get a lot of different combinations of capability, whereas this one you're just kind of stuck. Now don't get me wrong, Swag Off-Road makes some really nice products. I don't think they actually make off-road stuff. They make almost always, they make tools. They make the same exact finger press brake for wider presses. Now this one's a 20 ton, and it's like 19.5 inches between the rails. And they make one, I think that's 40. They do tubing benders, they do tubing notchers, they do lots of great tools. And it's all made in America, designed in America, sold in America. And that's what I'm all about. I buy America whenever possible. So anyway, that's my capability. I'm going to get set up here in a minute and bend a piece, but I won't make you watch the setup. Okay, I'm back. I've got this little piece of, it's about 2x2, and I think it's 1/8. And if I were making a tab out of this, I wouldn't be able to bend it on the factory supplied die, but I can bend it with this die. Now it's going to get a little noisy because this is an air over hydraulic jack. So, but let's go. And it bends it like nobody's business. So obviously I overbent it for a typical bracket, but it could be a bracket. At any rate, this is the kind of thing we can do with small pieces, and they can be thick steel as well, because we have these more flexible dies. And with that, I will say goodbye from Idaho. I hope this helped someone. See you later. As usual, if you like or dislike my video, please select the appropriate button and let me know why. I really appreciate comments and I will answer every one. If you're new to my videos, please select the subscribe and the notification bell to get more videos like this.